Hi, I'm Karina Fabian, and I am the author of Neeta Lyffe, Zombie Exterminator. And I am here today to tell you a little bit about how to zombify yourself. Now, as you can see, I've already started with the hair, and it says, I just got out of the grave and I can't do a thing with it. So we're going to work now on the face. The things that you are going to need are something to pale yourself out. Now, a lot of videos would recommend the that white pasty stuff that you would put on, and I personally don't like that, so what I use is a face mask. Now, last year I was lucky enough to find one that was white. I wasn't quite so lucky this year, so we are going with the avocado and oatmeal, which is very luxurious, and your face will feel great afterwards. If you don't like the green decaying look and want to go for the paler classic zombie look, you can always then coat this in baby powder, or you can go ahead and get that whiting stuff and put it on over top. But the nice thing about the clay mask is it's easier to take the makeup off afterwards and your face feels great. So I'm going to do half of my face just to show you, and you just get yourself a little bit and you start putting it on. You can put it on thick or thin, however you feel. You know, the thicker it is, the more you get of that particular color and your skin doesn't show through. You can do all around. You can even get up toward your eyes. Obviously, be careful not to get it in the eyes. Go along your eyebrows, all of that, okay? Now you're going to want, of course, to make sure that you're pale through your whole body, so you'll go into the neck and around the ears. If you are, obviously you can do your hands, your feet, your knees, whatever is showing through, okay? So there's a good start on your base coat, and you can always play with it later. Now, the next thing that you are going to need is some of this cream-based makeup, and you can get these for like $5. It's on Halloween, and they last forever. I've had these for a year, and the top got lost on the purplish brown, and yet it's still in great shape. Now, if you don't want to use the cream stuff, you can use, hold on a second, dun, 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 eyeshadow, just a black eyeshadow. And get a couple different sizes brushes so that you can use it to make your accent marks and that kind of thing. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use the clay. Again, because I have the face mask on, it's going to come off real easy. So let's make sure I've got that in there good. And then just get a little bit on the finger, start spreading it. You're going to want to darken those eyes, get that sunk in. Baby been to the grave kind of look, right? And you know, if you don't like part of it, it's too much in one spot, you can always get a little bit of just a piece of toilet paper, wipe it off, reapply. So it is all good. Alright, now, once you have the sunken in eyes, you're going to want to sink in other features. Something about death just does not bring the best out of our wrinkles. Or maybe it brings the best out of our wrinkles and not the best out of us. But those are the things you're going to want to trace. Like so, one common one is going from the tear duct down. So you just kind of bring that down, and yeah, you can mess with it and shade it in a little bit if you'd like. Cheekbones, gotta have those zombie cheekbones. So bring that in, shade it a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember the 70s where you had that big ugly streak. You know, it's come back, yeah. Okay, so along the mouth, always gotta get those laugh lines that are no longer so funny. And again, just gotta play with it. Okay, another fun thing to do is the body bruise. So, just all that laying down on one side when you're dead, and you kind of get that bruising. And so you start out with a little bit of yellow. Find your bruisey spot. Make yourself a nice yellow dot, okay? Then go with the purple and kind of just dot over the purple a little bit, blend it in. And there you go. You get that bruise that just won't heal for some reason. Now, what would be a zombie without the flaying skin? And there's two ways that you can do this. You can use toilet paper, or if the toilet paper is too thin and it keeps tearing and it bugs you to pieces, you can always use paper towels. Now, I'm going to use a paper towel, and when you do rip it, be sure and rip all of the edges. You don't want that hard straight line that kind of says, hey, look, I put this on myself, instead of that fresh ripped zombie look. So you take this. Now if you are just using that white cream-based stuff, you're going to want to use a little bit of Elmer's glue and glue this on. What I'm going to do with the face mask, because the face mask is nice and wet, I'm going to give a new spot right up here. And while it's still wet, I'm going to apply some of that face mask to my paper towel. Get it all kind of gushy and mushy. And then just stick it on. And then you're going to want to take it and kind of push it in a little bit, give it some wrinkles, give it some texture, rip a hole in there if you can. That's where toilet paper is easier than a paper towel, is ripping the holes. You see? And there you go. I'll lean in close so you can see that well. Okay. All right. Now, if you want to be, and you can, the other nice thing, you can always get both the top and the bottom and have a little bit of that skin sticking out. And then if every now and then you go like that, picking at your own scabs. Bad habit even when you're dead. Okay, so, but of course, what's the problem when you pick at your scabs and you get those gaping wounds? So we are going to make a gaping wound. I'm going to use toilet paper for this one. Once again, I'm going to coat this a little bit. Already, the paper towel is starting to rip. See, there it is. Paper towel's ripping on me. That's okay. That's why you want to start with a much bigger piece than you end up with, is to account for all the ripping. See, I got myself a nice hole in there. And then I'm just going to apply that too. Okay? Now this one gets kind of gross. Like I said, depending on the kind of face mask you have, because last year I didn't have quite this problem. So it could be the quality of toilet paper. You just But what I'm doing here is I'm kind of making a space where there's a little bit of a hole. Can you see the hole? I'm going to use just a little more toilet paper. Alright, that's not bad. Okay, the nice thing about being a zombie and putting this on is if it's messy, you meant it to look that way. Okay, now, this comes to your last thing, the fake blood. And if you don't have fake blood, then you can use corn syrup and red dye. And then you just put a little in there. You can get it to drip, all the better. All right, and there you are, happy and alive, undead. I hope that helped you. I am going to give you some other videos at the bottom of this of this particular weblog. And otherwise, I hope you have a very, very happy Halloween.